I'm approaching on Mr. Portillo Sanchez.
Judge, was presumptively positive for alcohol, fentanyl, and cocaine.
Your Honor, he wants to take a plea for 180 days today, which he's got 22 days credit, so.
I don't know.
All right.
I mean, I think the last time we had said a year, right?
Yeah.
We set it for a trial, I think, on the 22nd-ish, and he wants to plead to 180. No? Okay. Will you accept, is there anything the court would accept? No.
I mean, I'm over and over and over. And I don't know if that's what it is that's causing all these cases. But I have a sneaky suspicion that it could be due to all that. You now tested positive for cocaine, fentanyl, what else?
An alcohol, Judge.
Alcohol. You were on bond for 5 different violent cases. Goes with you? I'm sorry, Mr. Portillo. What I would like to do, because obviously now, we now know that there may be a more substantive issue that may be causing all this. So what I'd like to do is have him TRAS to see how we go forward. That I'm not going to just continue to take these cases where we're basically pleading guilty, throwing him in there 30 days, gets out, and he picks up another felony. We have now 4 or 5 open felonies? No. I'm not going to continue to perpetuate this revolving door of you picking up a case, getting out, picking up a case, getting out, picking up a case, and now you're testing positive. No. We will now get to the root of what the problem is and why you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, now 15. It ends today. Goes with you? And we'll have him TRAS. Let's see what it says, and then, you know, but I'm not just going to continue to do the same thing in hopes that when he gets out,
3 substances at once? That's like playing Russian roulette with your life. Question for you. Should courts automatically stack up harsher sentences when multiple drugs are involved, or should each case be judged on its own?
So, Senator TRAS will come back in a couple days, get the report, and let's see what they say on how it goes. But I'm not going to just continue to do the same thing and hope for a unicorn, because it's just not going to happen, you know?
You get them on the call. I would like to just.
It's up to you.
I would like. I mean, if.
Can.
Right.
Let's figure out what's going on.
Sure. I just want to see what option, I mean,
Sure.
Obviously as his attorney, I need to see what his options are and meet with him.
And I don't want you to do anything you are not kosher, or not happy with, you know? Before we do anything, you know, of course I want your blessing. And if he says no to what they say, then we just go
Have a
try.
try.
And we'll go one after the other. Just be ready, please. Okay.
Should we, I guess, set him like for Friday or something and see, I don't know.
It's probably gonna be the process today, I don't know if it's tomorrow.
No, there's no way. It's now 11:30. Till tomorrow, he's still gonna be in processing. Right. So we can't start the TRAS until he's out. Latest will probably be Wednesday is when we get it done. I would say we probably will have the.
Well, but he'll be set for bail review automatically, right? For Wednesday or?
But if he stays in holdover, somebody can come over there.
We usually have people come here to do the TRAS here,
Right, okay.
here,
Okay.
to try to expedite it so that they don't sit there for a week or 2 weeks, you know, because we want to, it's not the idea, it's just to hold, just for the sake of holding, is to get everything done quick so you guys can make the informed decision quick. And we'll see, you know, and the idea is hopefully he's honest and then try to get to the cause because,
The option.
you know, before there's a murder case because he's using and he does something that's irreparable, you know?
I
I
understand.
mean, how many times have we seen it?
The judge is basically saying, enough is enough. 15 separate cases? That's not bad luck. That's a pattern. This is where the justice system draws the line between second chances and protecting the public.
So, okay.
Thank you.
Hi.
Judge, I forgot to approach you on this other case. It's Miss Loyola. Judge, she has an AFM in our court, but she has a felony.
So she's on bond for an assault of a family member,
Yes.
on bond for a felony assault of a peace officer, and now you pick up a new case.
And what happened was she went to felony.
Hold on, I don't even think we've done probable cause yet. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You now stand charged with possession of marijuana. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and/or $2,000 fine.
Thank you, Your Honor.
On March 19th, 2025, a law enforcement officer observed a white Chevrolet Silverado ahead of him on the block 12600 block of Wilcott Parkway and ran the license plate through the NCIC TCIC. Registration was shown to be expired as June 2024. A traffic stop was initiated and the law enforcement officer made contact with the defendant, the driver. The law enforcement officer observed a strong odor of marijuana, and the defendant claimed at first she didn't have anything in the motor vehicle, then confessed she had marijuana and several pipes. The defendant was detained. The probable cause search of the motor vehicle was done, and the law enforcement officer located multiple marijuana pipes. The law enforcement officer located a small bag of a leafy green substance and a black bag in the back seat. It was identified as marijuana, and the bag was within arm's reach of the defendant. Total weight of the marijuana was 0.09 ounces.
License, she has a license.
Yes, Your Honor. It does show being
Eligible or
ineligible.
ineligible? We're not allowed.
Classic Miranda moment here. But notice, this isn't just courtroom formality. Judges have to make sure defendants actually understand their rights. Otherwise, any plea or statement could be tossed out later.
You will now be signing an affidavit with me today promising me you're not going to drive. I don't give a rat's behind what your excuses are. If I find that you drive, I can have a contempt hearing. You can be facing an additional 6 months in jail and/or a $500 fine every time you drive. You are on bond for 2 cases. Your first bond violation report was filed in February for you not showing up for testing, and now you picked up a new case. I now revoke your bond on the assault case.
Judge, if I may.
Please.
She went to felony court. And she was also revoked there. She just spent probably 4 or 5 days there, is that right? And she's out here, so.
The day that means was, I was in jail for a traffic ticket, and they call.
I don't know if you heard that, Judge, but the day that she missed court here the first time.
No, whenever I missed the
You missed it, that's right. She actually texted me and she got taken into custody because of a traffic ticket. I have all that. So she was actually on her way to the testing and got picked over, and therefore she couldn't continue to make it there. So she's already been punished for bond revocation on the felony court, which she spent 5 days in jail last week. When did you get out on that?
Saturday.
Saturdays. And so if we take her in, I know you have a right to, Judge. It seems to me like it's kind of like a double whammy for her, especially for the fact that for that first BVR, she did honestly try to make an attempt to get there. I have the phone records for that, Judge.
When someone tells me something and they repeatedly fail to recognize the conditions that we set forth, for me, it goes in one ear and it goes out the other ear. You telling me something when you get out the doors, you still do whatever the hell you want to do without regard to bond conditions in this court. I'm now revoking your bond. She goes with you. Well, hold on. I need to sign this affidavit so she's not going to drive. And then she goes with you. I'm sorry, John, but it's just one thing after the other.
Do you want to go ahead and just issue a new bond, or can I revisit you in about an hour to figure out what we want to do, Judge?
Sure.
You want to do it?
Mr. Mayor Coach. Sorry, Judge, I just have,
Man,
I'm terrible. I'm in this death penalty capital, so I just don't.
Still?
Yes, Your Honor. We're 2 out of 3 weeks. I just have 4 minutes left on my bathroom break. Mr. Thomas tested, it looks like his marijuana levels are going down, but he did test positive for alcohol. I talked to
Mr. Thomas.
He's present, Judge.
Not only have I reinstated his bond once already, but now we're working a second bond violation warrant. What do I need to do to get your attention, Mr. Thomas? Yeah, right.
Boom, bond revoked. Translation? Straight back to jail. Here's a question for you. Do you think judges should take a zero-tolerance approach like this? Or should they sometimes consider the defendant's personal struggles before making the...
Justin,
Yes, Your Honor.
what do I need to do? Put his butt in jail?
I think we've been in felony court this morning, so I don't want you to think he wasn't here. He was great.
I care about him continuing to use and continuing to do whatever the hell he wants to do without regard to bond conditions. You do what you want to do. I think I have but one choice, Justin, to just put him in jail.
Judge, what do you think about some AA meetings or some?
I don't think it'll... When did we order him not to use?
What was the last name again, Judge?
This is Thomas, Mr. Thomas.
Conditions were set in place on October 11th.
This past October, we told him not to use.
The marijuana is negligible, so it's almost out of the system. It was at .005, I think. I understand the court's frustration and concern.
If it's been bond conditions since October, we're now nearly April 1st. It's been 6 months. So it should have been way, way gone.
No, it was from the positive. So you admonished him on the positive not to use, and then, so this was his first test since,
February 6th.
right, and so that's what I'm saying. So the marijuana is negligible. I know it's not an excuse, but I don't know that we read all of our bond conditions about alcohol. Now, I know that's not an excuse because he signed for it. I get it. But I do want to point out to the court that the marijuana is basically out of the system. It was like, that's why I'd asked for the levels, but it was like at a .05 or 005. It was.
Here comes the judge's middle ground solution. GPS tracker, alcohol monitor, and curfew. It's strict but not jail. Real talk. Do you think Mr. Thomas can survive 2 weeks under this pressure without slipping up? Drop your prediction in the comments.
The levels, Judge, let me see if it's in the email.
It was. I asked for them, Judge.
I know. I saw that you did. What do you do for a living? Where do you work?
Russo's Pizzeria. I'm a chef.
What is it?
Russo's Pizzeria. I'm a chef.
He's a chef at Russo's Pizzeria, and we're in school. So we are being productive members of society.
How do I know that? Am I supposed to take your word for it?
You can take his mom's, Judge. I talk to his mom pretty much on a regular basis.
Judge, now do you see that number? However, truthfully, I don't know what that means. But it is a low number. So that's all I have to offer for, but.
Here's what we're going to do, is I'm putting a scram monitor on his ankle, so I know that he's not consuming alcohol.
Yes, sir.
I'm now going to put a GPS monitor and I'm giving you a curfew, because I don't want you out in the middle of the night. I'm giving you a 10 p.m. curfew. If you ever have another bond violation, I'm going to revoke the bond and I'm going to make it so high. Do you understand?
Sir.
I'm sorry.
I will test you again in 2 weeks. If you test positive for marijuana after 2 weeks, then that tells me that you've continued to use, and I'm going to lock you up. Do you understand?
Sir.
Thank you, Judge. Maybe excuse to go back to very important cases.
So he's back in 2 weeks to test. If he tests positive after the 0.05 nanograms or whatever the hell it is, if he's still testing positive,
I have nothing left to say, Judge.
All right.
I will be speechless. All right.